Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. The other day I put together a video sharing all the latest information regarding raids that recently surfaced in Bungie's weekly update. So if you haven't already seen that, then be sure to go and check it out. But in today's video I want to talk about the raid loot. All the glorious items that you can hope to obtain in the Vault of Glass. Now, before I get into the meat of the video, I want to give a shout out to Redditor cgmcnama. Apologies if that's not how you pronounce your name, but credit goes to him for compiling all this information. So if you want to go and check out the original Reddit post, and I suggest you do, then I'll put a link to it in the description box down below. Also, bear in mind that while this information makes sense given what we know, we haven't heard it from Bungie, so feel free to take this as you see fit. Now, in my previous video, I discussed how each raid will contain a complete set of gear for each class and a range of weapons covering all 9 archetypes. I also mentioned how raids will have 2 different difficulties, normal and hard, and it seems that each difficulty will come with its own set of gear. Bungie said previously how you will evolve as a player throughout the course of a raid, and how you will acquire items throughout that mean that when you come out the other end, you'll be stronger than when you went in. This is true of any loot-based game, but the gear you obtain in a normal run is designed to help you progress through the harder run and in turn allow you to obtain the ultimate gear. Also, the reason we are able to pinpoint what this gear may well be is thanks to the associated attributes. Each armor set has 2 pieces that deal additional damage to raid enemies, and each weapon has 1 ability. Now, given that the Vault of Glass is set on Venus, and we know that Venus is the home to the Vex, then you are able to work this out by locating the gear that deals bonus damage to the Vex, or generally raid enemies. So, with all that information out of the way, let's get onto the gear itself. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures for a lot of this because raids, as we all know, are one of Bungie's best kept secrets, but there are a few, so stick around to the end to see some awesome stuff. First up, let's get the weapons out of the way. While there are 2 armor sets, one for normal and one for hard, there are only 1 set of weapons, or so it seems right now. First up, you have the Assault Rifle, Atheon's Epilogue. It deals void damage, has a range of sights available, it has a perk that increases accuracy the longer it's fired, various perks that increase impact and damage, as well as one that introduces ricocheting bullets, and lastly, the Indicating Factor, a perk that sees this weapon inflict more damage on oracles in the Vault of Glass. If you want to scan over all of the perks of this weapon individually, then head over to the Reddit post, click on the weapon, and you can see these in more detail and read them to your heart's content. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to highlight all the key components that I think you want to know about. Next up, we have the Pulse Rifle, Praedyth's Timepiece. This deals arc damage, has the usual range of sights, a perk that increases precision while inflicting body shots, various extended magazines, a perk that fires an extra bullet if you miss a shot, and again the raid specific perk that allows you to deal bonus damage to oracles in the vault. Moving on to the Scout Rifle, Vision of Confluence. This deals solo damage, has a perk that allows it to be fired in full auto mode, also has the Ricochet Bullets perk, a perk that increases stability when causing damage, and again deals bonus damage to oracles in the vault. Then the last of your primary weapons is the Hand Cannon, also known as Fatebringer. This deals arc damage, has a perk that causes the target to explode if you land a precision kill, has a range of perks to vary recoil, an ability to increase reload speed after precision kills, and once again the raid specific perk to deal more damage to oracles. Then moving on to your secondary weapons, we have the Shotgun, known as Found Verdict. It deals arc damage, has a perk that allows you to fire in full auto mode, yes that's right, a shotgun in full auto, a perk that makes the last round in the barrel deal more damage, and the raid specific perk again, dealing more damage to oracles in the vault. Then you have your Fusion Rifle, Praetorian Foil. This deals solo damage, has a perk that sees the bottom half of the magazine deal increased damage, various magazine enhancements, a perk that deals increased damage for a brief time after reloading, and again the usual raid perk. The Sniper Rifle is known as Praedyth's Revenge. It deals void damage, explodes targets when you land a precision kill, increases reload speed also with precision kills, has various magazine enhancements, and again the raid specific skill. Then finally for the weapons you have your heavies. Corrective Measure is your machine gun. It deals void damage, has increased accuracy the longer it's fired, has ricochet bullets, a perk that allows you to find more ammo for the weapon, and again the raid perk. And lastly you have your rocket launcher, Hazen Vengeance. It deals solo damage, has the ability to hold 3 rockets in one tube, meaning you can fire more before reloading, various perks to enhance impact, a perk that splits rockets fired from this weapon into smaller shells upon detonating, and yep, you guessed it, the raid perk. Those poor oracles. So those are your raid weapons. Now let's talk armor. As previously discussed, armor splits into 2 groups. The set for the raid on normal mode and the set for the raid on hard mode. Hard mode is where I have pictures, so hang on, we're nearly there. Now I'm not going to go into detail on every single armor piece, otherwise we will be here till next week, but I'm going to go and pull out the pieces that have the raid specific perks, and again if you want to see the whole thing in more detail, head over to the Reddit post and check them out individually. First up, let's take a look at the Titan set. Now I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this, but the helmet is the face guard of Cabrera, the chest is Cabrera's might, the gauntlets are Cabrera's defending grasp, and the legs are Cabrera's life-giving treads. The helmet has 2 Vex specific perks. The first one has a chance to drop an orb when you kill a Vex with a critical hit, and the second one has a chance to drop an orb when you kill a Vex with a melee attack. Then the gauntlets provide you with extra super when you kill an Oracle in the vault, or the other one which gives you more super when you kill a Praetorian. Next up, the Warlock gear. The helmet is the cowl of the Hezen Lords, the chest is the cuirass of the Hezen Lords, the gauntlets are the grips of the Hezen Lords, and the legs are the boots of the Hezen Lords. The helmet has the same attributes as the Titans, increased orb drop chance on criticals or melees, and the gauntlets also increase super energy gained when killing either Oracles or Praetorians. Then for the Hunter, the helmet is the Mantic Zealot helm, the chest is the Mantic Zealot cuirass, the gauntlets are the Mantic Zealot gloves, and the legs are the Mantic Zealot greaves. These also share the same raid specific attributes as the Titan and Warlock counterparts. And finally, let's move on to the gear obtained during the hard raids. First up, here's a picture of what the Titan's gear looks like. Pretty badass, eh? The helmet is the Battle Cage of Cabrera, the chest is Cabrera's Wrath, the gauntlets are Cabrera's Brazen Grips, and the legs are Cabrera's Forceful Greaves. The helmet and the gauntlets are once again the items that carry the raid specific perks, and they are the same as their normal counterparts. Increased orb drop chance for crits and melees, and increased super gain for Oracle and Praetorian kills. This gear, however, has some accompanying lore, and it goes as follows. Cabrera found the Vex alone, but somehow they didn't kill him. In the aftermath, he became obsessed with the machines. He consumed their technology like fire, fashioning armour from their remnants. He was claimed by the Vault. His armour and myth are all that remain. Then the Warlock gear looks like this. It's comprised of the facade of the Hezen Lords, the robe of the Hezen Lords, the gloves of the Hezen Lords, and the treads of the Hezen Lords. Again, the helmet and the gauntlets carry the raid specific perks, and they too are the same as all the others. The accompanying lore for this armour goes: the helm's nerve interface incorporates Vex cells. They're dead, of course, but not too dead to dream. Slept in the armour last night. Woke to feel my heart stuttering to the pattern of an unknown signal. Capable gauntlets, extremely effective. I have only one piece of advice: never touch a living Vex. Rumour has it that the exile Osiris came too close to understanding the Vex. And lastly we have the Hunter. Now we don't have a picture of the Hunter's gear unfortunately, at least not from the Reddit post, but I was able to dig this up, and going by the colouring and similarity to the Titans, I would hazard a guess that this could potentially be what it may look like. Again, nothing in this video is confirmed, but it is an educated guess. The gear is the Prime Zealot helm, the Prime Zealot cuirass, the Prime Zealot gloves, and the Prime Zealot greaves. Again, the perks remain the same, and the lore is as follows. Forged from the cores of Hezen Vex. If you feel a sense of revelation, remove immediately, and inject anti-entheogens. Forged from the ruin of Hezen Vex armour, the sensory interface feels more natural than bare skin. Forged from the remnants of broken Vex, some of the component matter is older than the solar system. Skinned in the membranes of the Hezen Vex, there is very little risk they will become permanently attached to your body. Now that's all we have for the gear and weapons. Bungie did mention that the vault will also house other undisclosed loot. This could be the likes of this cape, the Shattered Vault Cloak, or even something like a ship or a sparrow. Who knows? Either way, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate it was a lot of talking and not many pictures, so if you made it this far, then thank you for watching. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of the gear that potentially awaits you. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the like button and show your support. It does really help me out. And obviously don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming videos. Also, make sure you join the Arix Gaming Destiny group on Bungie.net. I will drop a link to that in the description box down below as well. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.